Here I am, without a plan, but we're going to start this video anyway. What you see before you is but one piece of a beast of a pattern. And I say a beast of a pattern because it is fabric hungry. I think there's got to be like 5 yards. Pun totally not intended. Leopard print, beast of a fabric, beast of a pattern. Yeah, so anyway, this is another piece. It's a weird looking piece, isn't it? Guess what? This is the back. This is the front. That's the sleeve. This is insane and very cool and very creative, and Diane von Furstenberg should give herself a pat on the back wherever she is. So if this is your first time here, hi, I'm Diane, and I am a cancer survivor. I have been, well, it's not completely gone. I've been living with it for a couple of years now. And I decided to go on carnivore to help with treating myself, and that, along with my medications, has kept everything under control. I've also lost a lot of weight. I've lost about 50 pounds, and I'm healthy, I'm happy, and now I'm doing what I love, and that is a lot of sewing. This is my 4th project this year, so just in a couple of months I've made a lot of things, and it just keeps me happy and occupied. And if you are not a sewist, if you are one of my followers from before, me being a carnivore, um, and new to sewing, I would highly encourage you to watch some YouTubes and encourage yourself to start, because it is an amazing hobby, and getting to make pieces of art, that wearable art for yourself, is just so empowering and wonderful. And I'd love to make more sewing friends. Anyway, here's me again with my part. Okay, so every piece is cut out, and now all I have to do is assemble it, and I'll be done. There are no closures other than the tie, so I don't have to sew in zippers or buttons or anything. And so I should have this done in a matter of hours. And I'll take a few breaks here and there, but anyhow, let's go ahead and assemble this thing. I'm going to put it on time lapse again to show you in quick time. In real time, it would take too long. And I want to save that for my sew-alongs, which we will be doing at some point soon. So let's go ahead and get started. For those of you who've been expecting me to come up with a video at a decent time, I do apologize. Life just kind of got in the way, and I was so just into what I was making at the time, and I just basically put it on the back burner for too long, and I do apologize for that. And I do hope you get to stick around, because I do have amazing things planned out. And I do mean amazing things. I'm not going to get to the amazing stuff right away, but I do hope you stick with me. And I really would love to hear what you have in mind for me to make. But I don't know if you can see the pattern that my teddy bear is holding in the background. A Butterick pattern from the 60s. That is what I am going to make next. And right here you just see me, I'm ironing out my darts that I had just made. But I'll tell you a bit more about that pattern. That is something that my mom had given me for taking care of her animals while she was on vacation. And it's a very cool 1960s pattern that I just love the style of. And it's going to be very cool. It's going to have this jacket on it that I plan to make in a very couture way, and I can't wait to show you to you. Um, and so that's going to be next in line because Easter is going to be fast approaching. So right here, we'll just get back to me putting my pieces together of this wrap top, which incidentally, if you are interested, the pattern is by Gertie Hirsch, and you can find it on her Patreon if you are her Patreon member. And I can link it down below. It is a wrap top that is heavily influenced by Diane von Furstenberg and her wrap dress. The the pattern has an expansion for those on a top or higher tier that you can turn this top into a dress, a wrap dress. And while I do have that higher tier and I do have that available to me, I did not have the fabric. I only had, what, 4.5 to 5 yards, and that's not enough to make the dress. And funnily enough, so I thought, okay, well, I'm okay with just doing the top for now. I can get to it whenever I have more funds, which will be never, because I only allow myself a little bit of money to spend on fabric per month, and I had just spent it on going ahead and allowing myself to join the top tier on Gertie's Patreon. So, anyways, um, I do have the fabric though also for my Easter dress. All of this I have ahead of time, and luckily I have enough to get that done. So my next video, you will see me getting started on my Easter dress, and hopefully we'll be doing that soon. I'm going to put out a video just talking about the planning of it, the fabrics that I am using for it, and that will be out next week. The making of it will be probably the week after, as long as I am able to get that out. So anyways, here you can see me. I'm only right now just pressing, which I think is a very integral part of sewing. It's very important to get the fabric to set in the way that you need it to form its shape, the shape that you're going for. If you're not pressing these darts, it's not going to look right. It's going to look lumpy, especially with this knit fabric that doesn't like to lay. It doesn't even like to wrinkle. So pressing is very important whenever it comes to this. And anyhow, we'll just move on from here. All right, now. So this is the, gosh, is this the left side or the right side? Not 100% sure. Okay, so this is the back. So if I'm laying on top of this, I guess this is my left side. Okay, so left and right. We are going to attach these right sides together and pin them till I get to the circle marks that I made up here. And that's where the seam will be. And you can see up top there's going to be a V neck in the back and the front. So I'm going to pin this together and then do it to the other half and then sew it up, and I will show you how we're going to do it next. Also, I want to ask if you could please like and share this video. Please share it with other people that love to sew, or if they're interested in the carnivore diet. I am looking for more subscribers so that I can grow this channel into what I'm hoping it will be one day. Whoever comments down below and says that they have subscribed either before or right now, I promise I will give you a shout out in my next video. So please do comment down below. Let me know what your history of sewing is, if you are a sewist, and if you're not, if you want to get into sewing, please let me know that, and tell me what you would like to see in the future. I have amazing things planned. I keep saying that, but I really, really do. And not the least of which is going to be practicing some couture techniques. So anyhow, I hope to see you here and commenting and getting to know each other as well. Whether you're carnivore or not, whether you're a sewist or not, I'm looking just to make new friends. So please do comment below. Okay, I think I'm going to pick this up again tomorrow morning because I'm not getting the best light right now, and I don't want this to be a very dull video. So I am going to iron these seams open and lay them aside, and I'll get to work on this in the morning and we'll finish it then. Good night. So at this point, I have folded down the front and the back, and I am kind of joining the two sides together by folding it in half. And right here, I am pinning along this curve. This curve is one long piece that just separates the sleeve from the waist. And it's a very clever design. Like I said before, I don't know if this was something that Diane von Furstenberg came up with, or if it's something that Gertie came up with. Either way, I think it's a very clever way of doing things. Incidentally, who is it? Vogue, I think. Yes. Vogue Patterns have recently put out a new pattern. Well, it's not new. It's the pattern for a wrap dress that was published in the 70s by Diane von Furstenberg, and they have reprinted it. It's out right now at fabric stores. You can get it there. Okay, while my gimbal is charging up, I thought I would show you real quick what it looks like pinned on both sides. So both sides are pinned together all the way from the end of the sleeve to the armpit and down to the waist. And it's going to be the same way on the other side. You see how it comes together? It's pretty cool. Whoever designed this, amazing work. And then we've got this right here and this right here showing us where we need to stop stitching, because right there is going to be an open area, both sides, for me. On the pattern, she wants you to do it just on the right side of how you will wear it, because that's how it's done. But I'm making mine reversible, so I mean it's the same exact fabric on the inside. But if let's say you spill mustard on something and you don't want to, or you can't get to a bathroom to wash it off, and there's going to be a stain anyway, just put it inside out and wear it the other way, and it's still the same shirt. So anyhow, I'm going to stitch these up now on both sides, and then we will have the outer layer. Okay, so I thought of something else that I want to say. You might have noticed that putting together a garment, if you're not a sewist, putting together a garment is a lot like putting together a puzzle. You have different pieces of different sizes, and you put these pieces together in a certain way, in a certain order, and then you have a garment. And it may not be perfect. It probably won't be the first few times, but you're still going to have a garment. If you do all of the instructions in a certain order, that was my aha moment for me. Back in 2020, whenever I was needing something to do, and before I started making the pies, and if you don't know about that, it's in other videos in the past. Before I was making the pies, I was teaching myself how to sew. And I was watching tons of sewing YouTubes that just inspired me. They were very cinematic and fun to watch. I would watch Bernadette Banner. I would watch Costume Drama. I don't remember the name of that channel. Anyways, they were basically just making costumes, and I thought, oh, this is lovely to watch. And I never thought that I would actually begin sewing, but then I started watching some of Gertie's videos, and I was thinking, wait, I could probably do that. I just need to learn how to operate a machine. And so I asked my mom if I could have her come over and show me how to use my machine, because I had a machine. I knew that one day I would want to learn how to sew, and so I registered for it whenever I got married, and one of my uncles bought me the machine. So my mom came over one day, and she showed me how to use the machine. My mother-in-law gave me a pattern of a camp shirt, an old 60s men's camp shirt that is very, very cool looking. And it was her mother's, and her mother made that shirt for her father, so my husband's grandfather. And so this is a pattern that my husband's grandmother made for my husband's grandfather. And it just so happened that my husband and his grandfather just happened to be the same size. So I took this pattern, we went and picked out some fabric over at Hobby Lobby and some thread, and my mom and my mother-in-law came over, and we were all just kind of, they were showing me how to read the pattern, how to start, and it's really not that hard. And you can do this. If this is something that you decide that's something that you want to do, I encourage you to start. So anyhow, I encourage you, if you are not a sewist and you want to learn, it's possible. You'll be able to make your own things very soon, as long as you just get started now. Go find yourself a machine. I promise you're not going to regret it. All right, it's actually a very good thing that I didn't film me sewing it, because I'm still having issues with my machine and needle and the tension and this flimsy fabric. I'm not sure what the big deal is, but something's going on, and I'm not doing something right, because these stitches are crazy. And so I just stitched over everything twice. It's a very ugly zigzag stitch down both sides, but it is stitched. So yeah, and I'm gonna do it to this side now. All right. Are you filming?
Action.
This is it. It's done. So, do I love it? Yes. Is it perfect? No. No. I think I cut it out wrong, actually. Whenever I laid the pattern down on the fabric, I put it in a way where the stretchiest part went from selvage to selvage, from edge to edge, not from top down. And so now my arms are, the sleeves are very snug, and there's no give, there's no stretch to it. But there's plenty of stretch going this way. But it fits still, it's just snug, that's all. But I love it. It takes a couple of practice runs to tie it up, but I think it's great. I'm happy to wear it out on a date night. Hint, hint, sir. Mr. Man filming me right now. Probably with this jumpsuit, because I am a very modest person, and this is a little on the short side, and I don't like my tummy showing off. So anyways, I enjoyed it, and I might make myself another one. I would love to make myself a dress version of this, but for now, on to the next project.